Hey, how you doing? This is Bruce Major with the Major Home Team and Realty One Group, and this is Lunchtime with the Yankee Realtor. Say, up until now, we've gone over a lot of videos, and you have put in the offer on a house that you like, and the seller has accepted your offer, and you did your inspections, you got repair requests going on and everything, and the seller may or may not be doing the repairs, but you're moving forward with the sale, and you need to know about something that's going on in the background. On the offer form that you submitted with your offer, you have selected that this contract will proceed in the event that the house appraises. It will proceed as written in the only if the house appraises at the value that you're willing to spend on the home. So behind the scenes, what your bank is doing, what your lender has done, is they have contacted an appraiser to go out and take a look at your home. And the appraiser, I like to call him the great equalizer, because I, as a real estate agent, I try to get as close to the appraisal value as I can, and sometimes I could be off just a little bit, and that will reflect in the appraisal. And basically, the appraiser works for the bank. You might want to buy the home at a certain value. However, the bank is only willing to lend you the money if the house is worth that value, that price. So they will send someone out there to take a look. And oftentimes, an appraiser will take a look at the home and determine that that house is not worth what you are willing to pay for it. So hypothetical numbers, let's say you're willing to pay $250,000 for this home, and the appraiser goes out for the bank, and they come back and they say, no, the house is only worth $245,000. At that point, you have options. You can, first you bring that information to the seller. Say, hey, the house didn't appraise at $250,000, and you give them the option. They can either terminate the contract because they still want their $250,000, or they can bring the price down. Or you, as the buyer, you can terminate the contract because you can't get funding for the whole $250,000. Or if you want the house really bad, you can come up with the extra $5,000 out of your pocket, which very seldom happens, because when the house appraises at that value, then the extra money that you would put into it, well, you're upside down on the value of the home at that point. So more often than not, the seller usually will come down to meet the appraised value, and they might want to see like a summary sheet of the appraisal to to verify that that's what the bank came up with. And the good thing on the seller side is that by even dropping by a few $1,000s to meet the appraised value, they got top dollar for their home. They didn't leave any money on the table. So for the seller, that's a good thing. Unfortunately, they don't get the extra $5,000 they may have wanted, but they got the most they could for their home in the market at the time that they sold it. So on the other side, as the buyer, on your side, well, you just saved yourself $5,000 that you were willing to spend, and now you don't have to. You saved yourself more. So you're getting a purchase that you're really happy with for less money than you were originally willing to spend. So that's a good thing on both sides. Okay. So now the question is, what when an appraiser goes out, what is he looking for? Now, when he goes out, he's looking at the exterior of the home. He's going to look at the condition of the home. He's going to look at the roof, the siding, the foundation, the size of the lot, which is very important, the size of the property, how much square footage you have. Those are important factors. They're going to look at the condition of the interior, which is every bit as important as the exterior. They're going to look at the flooring and the walls and the attic space and underneath. They're going to look at the whole inside of the home and see what the condition is. And they're also going to look at any improvements. They're really interested in improvements as well, because if you have all brand new appliances and you have a brand new countertops and things like that, well, that's going to add like 20 years to your the usability of your kitchen. Your kitchen has been upgraded, quality upgrade, and that's going to add more usefulness to that kitchen for a longer period of time. So those are things that are, you know, important as well. And then any other additions, if you add let's say a swimming pool, okay, in an area such as here in South Carolina, swimming pools are really good to have. Now, it might weigh more to have a swimming pool in an area that is not in a subdivision than it does in an area that is in a subdivision, because most subdivisions have pools. So it can be more of, it's almost, a pool here is almost a necessity if you like to go outside, because it gets so hot. That's why so many pools in subdivisions up north, they don't have that sort of thing. So having a pool in your own yard is really convenient in a subdivision. However, it's really a great feature to have if you're not in a subdivision, you're in the country. So it weighs more. So different, you know, things like that. If you change the windows out, you put all brand new windows in, and they're all the thermal pane windows, they're the vinyl tilt out type stuff, that's awesome. Those are things that you know, the appraiser will look at and put, you know, some value to it. Now, what they'll do is, how they calculate your home's value, they will do several things. One is they'll go out and they'll take a look at some comps in the area, other homes that have sold that are similar to yours and in size and location within the last 6 months. Okay, the sooner the better. So if it was in the last 3 months, well, that's even better than the last 6 months, because it'll be more accurate information. The closer the house is to yours in square footage and number of bedrooms and bathrooms, that's, you know, that's what they're looking for. However, you can't always find exact matches. They want to definitely stay with the same type of house. You don't want to, you know, compare a ranch to some kind of colonial home, but they want to stay with the same type of house. But they pets. Anyway. If you have a home that has an extra, you know, they're comparing to, that has an additional bedroom or additional bathroom, or one has a garage, the other one doesn't have a garage, those features have assigned values to it. So if you have a 4-bedroom versus the 3-bedroom, well, that extra bedroom has a value. So the appraiser will compensate the difference, you know, because it has an extra bedroom or an extra bathroom, or one has a garage or one doesn't have a garage. There are dollar values associated with those features that they do in order to adjust their appraised value of your home. So they'll do that, and they'll do the comps anywhere from, you know, I believe I've seen 5 to 10 comps that they will use. You know, the more the merrier, almost. But anyway, so that's pretty much, you know, what an appraiser does and who they're working for. They're working for the bank. They will assess the value of the home using, you know, their skills and what they do, and I tried my best to try to get as close to that as possible. I have a very good track record within, you know, just a few percentage points of being on target when I'm selling one, and also when we're buying. And well, I think that's about it. And thank you very much for watching. If you missed any of my other videos, please check me out on YouTube, The Yankee Realtor. And also, you can check me out on Facebook, all right, The Major Home Team on Facebook. And also, you know, if you hit like down below, share, comment, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you for watching. God bless you, and God bless America.